Imagine coming face to face with a snake so large that it can grow longer than most cars are wide, rise high off the ground, and even build a nest for its eggs, a behavior almost unheard of among snakes. This reptile is feared, respected, and surrounded by legends throughout Asia. But one question remains: why is it called the King Cobra? Is it because it is the biggest cobra, the most venomous, or is there a deeper reason behind the royal title? The answer takes us into a fascinating world of biology, history, and human imagination. To understand the name, we first need to look at the history of the animal itself. The king cobra, scientifically known as Ophiophagus hanna, has been known across South and Southeast Asia for centuries. It appears in folklore, religious stories, and cultural traditions from countries such as India, Thailand, Indonesia, and the Philippines. Ancient people were fascinated by its enormous size and intimidating appearance. Unlike many snakes that prefer to avoid humans entirely, the king cobra could raise a significant portion of its body off the ground, spread its hood, and stare directly at a perceived threat. To observers, this behavior made the snake seem almost regal, as if it were commanding respect from everything around it. The most obvious reason for the name is its size. The king cobra is the longest venomous snake in the world. While many cobras reach lengths of around 1 to 2 meters, a king cobra can exceed 5 meters, or about 18 feet. That makes it significantly larger than the cobras people are most familiar with. Throughout history, humans have often associated size with power and authority. The largest lion becomes the king of beasts. The largest tree dominates the forest. In the same way, the giant size of the king cobra naturally led people to see it as the ruler among snakes. When compared to other cobras, it seemed less like an ordinary member of the group and more like their monarch. However, size alone does not fully explain the title. The king cobra has another remarkable trait that sets it apart. It actually preys on other snakes. In fact, its scientific name, Ophiophagus, literally means snake eater. While most snakes hunt rodents, birds, frogs, or lizards, the king cobra specializes in hunting and consuming other snakes, including venomous species. It may even eat smaller cobras. This unusual behavior contributed to the perception that it reigns over other serpents. If a snake can hunt and kill other snakes, including dangerous ones, it naturally earns a reputation as the dominant predator of its kind. In a sense, it became the king not only because it was large, but because it occupied the highest position in its ecological niche. Another reason lies in its appearance and behavior. When threatened, the king cobra can raise nearly a third of its body off the ground. A large individual may stand eye level with an adult human's chest. It then spreads its hood, emits a deep growling hiss, and fixes its gaze on the intruder. Unlike the quick, nervous movements of many snakes, the king cobra often appears calm and deliberate. This posture gives it an aura of confidence and authority. Early observers likely interpreted this behavior as majestic and commanding. The snake did not merely defend itself, it seemed to issue a warning like a ruler demanding respect. Interestingly, despite its name, the king cobra is not a true cobra in the scientific sense. Most cobras belong to the genus Naja, but the king cobra belongs to its own separate genus, Ophiophagus. This means it is genetically distinct from the snakes commonly called cobras. Scientists recognize that it is unique enough to stand in a category of its own. In a way, even biology reinforces the idea that this snake stands apart from the rest. It is not simply a bigger cobra. It is something different and more specialized. Cultural beliefs also helped cement its royal reputation. In India, snakes hold a significant place in mythology and religion. Cobras are often associated with power, protection, and divine beings. Large cobras, especially king cobras, were sometimes viewed as sacred creatures. Across Southeast Asia, stories describe giant serpents guarding temples, treasures, and sacred places. Because the king cobra was both rare and impressive, it naturally became linked with these legends. The title king reflected not only physical dominance but also spiritual importance. There is also the matter of fear. Throughout human history, dangerous animals have often been given grand titles. We call large sharks great whites, and powerful predators are described as kings or rulers. The king cobra's venom is potent enough to kill large mammals, and a single bite can deliver an enormous amount of venom. Although it generally avoids humans and bites only when threatened, its reputation as one of the world's most formidable snakes contributed to the image of a creature worthy of a royal title. The name captures the mixture of fear, awe, and respect that people feel when encountering it. So why is it called the king cobra? The answer is a combination of factors. It is the largest venomous snake on Earth. It hunts and eats other snakes. It displays unique, commanding behavior. It occupies a special place in science, mythology, and culture. More than any other cobra, it appears to rule over the serpent world. The title was not given because of a crown or a kingdom, but because generations of people looked at this extraordinary reptile and saw a creature that stood above the rest. Whether admired for its size, feared for its power, or respected for its intelligence, the king cobra continues to live up to its royal name, a true king among snakes. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed uncovering the hidden stories behind everyday things, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Janasco. Hit the bell so you never miss a new discovery. Until next time, keep exploring the world's surprising backstories.